Hello, my name is Marcus. I received a kidney from my brother, Richard. My kidney failure began when I was 26 years old. At first, that meant I started noticing changes physically and fatigued and just not being able to do the same thing that I usually used to do. My family noticed it as well, but I just considered it, basically I was having issues when I was working, but I didn't think nothing more, than it was. Then, one day I was just really, really tired more than usual, and I decided to make an appointment with the doctor to see what was going on. And the doctor decided to run a few tests on me, and after about several months of just basic being checked out and seeing that, more and more changes, to, my labs, he concluded that um, I was going into end stage renal failure and that I would eventually have to be put on dialysis. It was very scary, but, I had faith and my family had faith that things were going to work out for the better of me, and that just that support system meant a lot to me. Through the years of going through this process, dating back now about 3 years, I was going into, I guess, a new journey of life and a transition, and it took a lot of soul searching and I had to have a lot of strength and just thanking God that I'm still able to do the things I'm able to do, and also becoming more and more conscientious about my health. Thank God that they were able to actually give me proper treatment and have very, like I said, good support system around me to help me through these things. Living without a functioning kidney meant that my life was going to change in a major way. A lot of lifestyle changes had to be made, dietary habits, even, leisure time, work schedules. It's just you can't do the same things that you used to. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just you're more conscientious, excuse me, about, living a prominent and fulfilling life for yourself. And, for me, being the age I was, when I learned of my kidney failure, it made me learn to be aware about, different decisions I'm making in my life that affects me, my family, my health, things of that nature. The first time I experienced dialysis was like a very tiring day. It was something I've never been through before. But due to the staff that worked there, they were very attentive and they explained everything to me. So it wasn't too above expectations. But it left me kind of drained. But one thing I did say to myself was, I'm saving my life, by doing this. And this is the only way I'll be able to continue to live, a somewhat normal life, by doing this 3 times a week, for 3.5 hours. But, I assured my family that things were going to work out for the best for us and work out for the best for me. So my family was impacted in so many ways, like just a simple change to a routine, or not so simple. But at the time, my own family did rally around me. And even still to this day, they rallied around me. And, things were hard. We had some major transitions. But, I'm always thankful and grateful for just them being around, and being very accommodating. and even my friends, they became supportive. And it's definitely difficult, with seeing somebody, at a younger age go through that, let alone someone being older. So, they were champs. That helped me rally. So, I can't stop thanking them, enough. I was scared that things in my life weren't going to go the way that I wanted them to go because of end stage renal failure. But stayed positive. I, prayed a lot and asked my family, to pray for me, which I know they've done ever since I was little. Um, just being able to do things for others, that's what was one of the main goals I worked on to kind of alleviate some of that fear. I said if I didn't go do dialysis, take dialysis seriously, and do my dietary, concerns, and take my medication, then, I wouldn't be up to my best to go help others. So that's what really I focused on, and it was definitely a transition. When my brother Richard first mentioned that he was considering donating a kidney to me, I really felt like that was a really special bond that me and my brother had. Actually, both my brothers volunteered to do it. It's the running joke in my family is one of my brothers is the officer, and he told me, he said, "Oh, I'll donate you my kidney, buddy, but I have to get it back later on. I'm a policeman, so I'm gonna need it a bit down the road." But now, I walked with them through the donor steps all the way. They kept me updated on their progress. I kept them updated on mine. So it was definitely a goal that I know we both were looking forward to, and they were eager to do it. So I just, can't thank them enough. Thank God for them being in the place that to be able to do it, and they're both, they were both remotely healthy. So and they're doing great to this day, 3 years after. I had so many questions about how this would impact my brother, such as how would this affect, his basic quality of life, and you know how long were the how long would he be affected by the surgery? Would there be any lasting, side effects? Would he have to go on any specific medication? Um, were there any, anything that I could do to help, alleviate any of his concerns? But honestly, my brother, he like rolled up his sleeves. Honestly, near on day, I think the first day I found out about the transplant program and the donor program, he's like, "What's the phone number, that we need to call so we can get this set up?" So he was a trooper, and he's very intuitive, and he inquired about a lot of concerns of his own that he addressed with his own team. Um, but he was, he was moving at 100 miles an hour to get this done. So I can't thank him enough for his due diligence, as well as my physician at the time that also gave him some some advice as well.